Here's Betsy. So I thought I'd pop on today and do my April roundup. I can't believe April is over and done with already. It seems to have flown by, but that could simply be because every day seems to have merged into one. There's no structure there with this lockdown. Most days I'm forgetting what day it is, what the date is or anything, so it's kind of on me quickly, because one minute I'm beginning of April, next minute it's the end of April, so 1st of May tomorrow. So I thought I'd pop on and kind of share what I have been doing, which isn't an awful lot, and show you the decks that I've been working with, and just sort of round the month up like I do like to, even though I haven't done a great deal. I wanted to do so much this month, and one way or another that kind of got squashed. So it's been very surreal this month, very strange. I've had all the time in the world to do as much as I want and no inclination to do any of it. Some days I feel full of energy and then my eyes play me up and I can't do anything. Other days, when the eyes aren't too bad, I've lost the mojo. I just can't get into anything. I did a video about last week I think, about decks. I done a video response to Shuffle Tarot, Nina, isolation decks. So I kind of went through all the decks that I was being drawn to then, so I'm not going to go over all those again. They was all tree-based, earth-based decks, all the tree oracles and plant oracles, herbs and all that sort of stuff. And that's what I've been finding that I've been drawn to. And not so much tarot. It's been a lot of oracles this month. I think that's mainly because I just haven't wanted to concentrate on anything, not really. So I haven't really used the tarot, only for myself and a couple of readings, but not as much as I probably would do any other month. And I've stuck with the same kind of decks. So the deck that I kind of started working with at the beginning of the month, got this lovely bag this month as well, I was gifted, is the Shadowscapes. You've all seen the Shadowscapes, but I can get lost into this. This is fast become one of my favourite decks, the Shadowscapes, and I had it for so long just sitting on my shelf where I didn't use it. Once I decided that I did use it, I haven't put it down. So this is such a gorgeous deck. That, I mean, the cardstock is Llewellyn, so it's not brilliant, what Llewellyn cardstock is, but saying that, I don't mind Llewellyn cardstock. I much prefer Llewellyn too thick card, easier to shuffle. So yes, so that was the beginning of the month. I was using, always pulling when I wanted to do some tarot. I always pulled that one. That was the one I was pulling. This bag is gorgeous. And then the other deck that I was pulling an awful lot, and still am, I usually find in times when I do get anxious or I'm having problems with my eyes or whatever the case may be, out comes my Tarot of the Hidden Realms. This is my top deck. I absolutely love this deck, and it doesn't matter what I'm feeling, what mood I'm in. If I pull this deck and sit and read it, then it just talks to me, just in a way that the other decks don't. Not always necessarily following the typical Rider-Waite meanings for the card. Very often it's intuitively based for this deck, but it's always tells me what I need, and I just love this. I've actually found Julie Jeffries' Etsy page, and I've just ordered myself 2 small mirrors to go in my bag. Well, it says in my bag, they won't go in my bag, they'll stay out on display, I'd say. Just tiny little mirrors with Fae images on. I'll show you them when they come. And there was only, I think, £5, no, not even £5, £4 each, I think there was. With delivery, it cost me £9.50 for 2, bargain. Because I love her artwork. And I'm really looking forward to this new deck that she's creating to come out in 2022. So that is the 2 decks that I've really been using this month, until about 2 weeks ago. one of my subscribers who's fast become a friend sent me the Dark Mansion Tarot because they knew that it's one that I'd wanted for a long time and I hadn't got, and they never used it anymore, so they gifted it to me, and I haven't put this deck down since I've got it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I connected to this straight away, and since I've got it, the last couple of weeks I've used this daily. I've had a couple of readings to do in the last few days, and this is the one that I've been using to do those readings. It's very clear, very accurate, it gives great readings, and I just love this deck. I'm really grateful to a subscriber who sent me this because it is fast become my top deck. I absolutely love this. It's in my top 5 this is now, in such a short space of time, 2 weeks. But it's lovely. I mean, everything about it is lovely. So that is the tarots that I've been using this month. And as I said with oracles, I've pulled an awful lot of oracles, but too many to kind of show you here. Plus, I'd already shown most of them in my isolation deck VR. So they was all plant-based, that kind of thing. But another one that I've reconnected with this month, and I'm using at the minute, is this one, the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I haven't used this for a while, and I pulled it out again, and I love this deck. I forgot how much I liked it, and that's the trouble, I think, when you've got too many decks. Ones you love kind of get pushed aside as new ones come in, and you forget about pulling these ones out. But I'm really enjoying working with this. It's a gorgeous deck. I absolutely love it. And I've had a lovely reconnect and looking at the images and everything again. So this is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley, and it's gorgeous. I wish I could take them borders off because I've seen it with no borders, and it's absolutely stunning. So I would love to be able to do that, but I couldn't trust myself, not with my eyes. There's a couple of decks I'd love to trim. But isn't these all images gorgeous? This has to be one of my top oracles. It has to be. But like I said, when you've got so many, they get pushed at the back, you forget about them. So I've decided this month, the month of May, I'm going to be showing a lot of my decks that I haven't used for a long time and go through them with you, whether to keep or to get rid of. And ones that I feel no longer need to be here because I'm never going to use them, I will gift to whoever wants it. So that'll be coming up in the month of May, and I'll probably do one deck at a time. So yeah, so that is one of the oracles that I've used on top of all the tree ones. And the other one was this one, which was a new one. And I've loved this one. I mean, it was a new deck. Excuse me, dry throat. And it's the Goddess Dream Oracle. I got it at the beginning of this month, and it is a stunning deck, absolutely stunning. It's by Wendy Andrew. I do have a walkthrough, I think, of this one, but it's beautiful, and it's got some beautiful messages, and I've really enjoyed working with this one. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so that's the Goddess Dream. So that is the other oracle that I've been using. So that is the decks. Another one that I showed the other day, what I've been using as well, is the new Past Life deck that I had come last week. And I'm trying to connect with that and work out how I can sort of incorporate that with my past lives. And at the minute, I'm not too sure. I'll keep working with it, and I'll find a way to work with it. But it needs a lot more work with that yet, and a few guinea pigs for me to try it on. And then I've got my past life books this month. I've got those come, which I also showed, but I've still not been able to do anything with those, or any past life readings with those. So most annoying eyes. Typically got worse because it's hay fever season, and hay fever attacks my eyes like something dreadful and irritates them and flares up my eye condition. So it's like a double whammy this time of year. And of course I can't get to the opticians to have any treatment, so it's all a bit of a nightmare. But I'll get there. and that's why I haven't done any lives. So if anybody's kind of wondering why I haven't carried on doing the lives, that is the main reason, because my eyes are just too irritated to be able to read any writing on the screens. And I am watching a lot of videos and lives. I try to say hello, but I can't always comment after that because of them. But I am usually about lurking somewhere, watching what I can and commenting when I can. So yeah, that is my month of April. Not really been able to do an awful lot of reading for that reason, even though there was so much I wanted to read. I wanted to get into the new tarot that I bought, what I showed, the King Arthur one, the Arthurian tarot, but that needs a lot of work on my part, reading wise, which I can't do, so that's had to take the back burner. So that's just sitting there waiting for me to go back to, which I will do as soon as I'm able to get that doing. But I really want to get stuck back into my past lives, and I want to get stuck back into doing my lives. But again, these things will have to come in time when I'm able to. I have got another book which I've not even picked up yet. It's The Psychic Witch, which I got on Audible, because I do struggle to read, so I got that on Audible, but I've just not had the time to pick up and listen to that at the moment. Well, I have, I suppose, because I'm just sitting around a lot of the time, but I just ain't got the mojo to really listen to anything. I don't know, I'm just kind of in fairyland, I think. And I think there's a lot of us out there like that. My head's all fluffy, so when I try to say something, everything gets tongue-tied, and I'm just like, oh, forget it, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, so it looks like this lockdown is going to be here for a while, from what has been saying on the TV. So I'm going to try and get my mojo back, but it's not very easy. But we have to plod through day by day and just take it as it comes. But as soon as my eyes do let up, I will be back doing my lives and past life readings and posting more spreads and what have you, and sharing what I've been reading and what have you. But until then, I shall just keep popping on as and when I can, and be back properly as soon as I can. So I hope that you're all well and keeping safe, and look forward to seeing all your wrap-ups for the month of April. And hopefully I won't see too many new decks I want to buy, because I'm a nightmare when I see decks when I'm bored. I've got the Shadowland coming, but then I've told myself that's my birthday present, because it's my birthday next month, so it'll be a present from my husband. He doesn't know it, but it is. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.